Flying Spaghetti Monster?
No.
Right here, the Flying Spaghetti Monster. He's the creator of this reality. He is God, as it were.
Yeah.
And he's a God of love, and so I've been teaching people not to spread violence in the name of God, because apparently that's something that needs to be taught today.
Yeah.
Again, yesterday in San Diego, there was more religious violence, and we're just trying to remind people that no violence can be done in the name of religion. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's for humans to say, not for people with high consciousness, I guess.
For violence?
Yeah, there's no need to do violence
Right.
in the name of God. That's
Right. The love can't bring violence, and if you have violence in your heart, you're seeking something other than love. And so that's what I'm preaching today. But I've been preaching on YouTube for 3 years now, and so my YouTube information is on there, and you can hear my sermons. Yeah. I also have some free placebo here for people to sort of highlight the idea of placebo, to understand what it is as an exercise. And placebo, have you heard of placebo?
Yeah.
So placebo is sort of an idea that happens whether we wanted to or not. So like, for example, when we have a headache and we take a pill, the pill also induces our placebo effect.
Yes.
So not only do we get the medicine, but we also get the placebo effect.
Okay.
And so I'm just sort of highlighting placebo as a sort of fun social experiment. So here I have sugar, but I can place a stamp on it that calls it placebo, and then you'll, for some reason, you'll feel better, and you can't not. Like, that's how placebo works.
Okay.
Like, even if you know it doesn't do anything, your body still reacts to it. And so that's sort of one of the things I've been pointing out as well. Just sort of these religious ideas, we're all susceptible to them, and placebo works on you whether you understand it or not. And so, yeah. Would you like some free placebo today? Would you like to feel better?
Yeah.
Here we are. So, this is going to make you feel better, because, I mean, I've said it will. And our body and our mind just sort of react to it as if it will, because that's how our bodies work.
I heal with my hands.
That's
what I do for me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
In Mexico.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and I came here to heal some people.
Have you performed it yet?
No, because they had an emergency.
Oh.
So they're coming back on Tuesday. So
Okay.
we have a lot of time
And that's cool. On Tuesday?
Yeah.
And that's here in Denver?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't had mine yet today. I will join you. Okay. I mean, if you're taking right now, you definitely don't have to. I'm not trying to. But yeah. So yeah, I'm a religious preacher from the cult of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, my credentials, and so I just sort of try to get out and voice my opinion about religious ideas, because
it's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Because it's sort of an underground idea right now of how religious we are, but we're definitely religious as a country. But we try not to confess it, but you know, we're
like a shot. Okay.
And so it might be minor, but we still will feel it. And then, because of sort of the confirmation bias, the good things that happen in the next few hours have a higher chance of being contributed to the placebo we took.
Okay.
And so this not only triggers your placebo effect, but it also sort of sets up a really good
mood and vibration.
Right, and a space for confirmation bias, and that's really good to sort of focus on the good parts of
Do you
life.
have any pain in your body?
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good, how are you doing?
I'm well.
Anything.
I don't feel anything. I feel pretty good at the moment. What was your name?
Rafael.
Rafael, from Mexico? What part?
Yeah. Acapulco.
Acapulco?
Yeah.
Here, it's very, very nice down there.
Michelle.
Michelle? My name is Mitchell, which is sort of the masculine of that,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so named after Michael the angel, right?
Okay.
And I forgot your name.
Raphael.
Raphael.
It's like
That
I'm
is
an angel too.
Yeah, he's the other archangel. You
He's
got
a healer.
Gabriel and Raphael. That's cool. Yeah, very biblical.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for your time. And for
Oh,
this
yours as well. Yeah, I hope your healing goes well. Good luck in that.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
yeah. and enjoy the weather, because we're just coming out of the snow, and this is sort of the first couple of weeks of enjoyable weather. So
we didn't know. We just arrived.
Yeah. Just sort of thawed a couple of weeks ago, so we're very excited about all of our trees are just starting to come back to life.
Okay.
Enjoy spring.
Yeah,
see you, Raphael and Michelle. Enjoy America. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster, please do join today. The cure for the religious violence that plagues this world. Again this week, in our own country, religious violence, just yesterday. How unfortunate. In the name of the God of Abraham, the blood God, the God of violence, the God of hate, again compels our youth to walk into and hopefully in nominally peaceful religious service with an AK-47, a weapon designed to kill humans. Ladies and gentlemen, succeeded in only killing one 60-year-old woman. In the name of the God of blood, killed one of our 60-year-old women. This is not love, ladies and gentlemen. The God of the Bible is not a God of love, he is a God of war. This religion's violence is there on the paper in black and white. The blood God of Abraham declared this violence good in his sight. Called for this violence, called for the physical purging of his enemies, ladies and gentlemen. The God of Abraham, the blood God, who again terrorizes this country, who again tells us that if we don't believe correctly, we are worthy of death. But ladies and gentlemen, this God is a false God. This God is a God of war and blood. No longer listen to the blood gods of Abraham, the Iron Age war gods of Isaac and Jacob. Join reality, ladies and gentlemen. Join the truth. Live here, live now. Today is the day. The one true cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. You have no excuse, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to stand up and fix this world. You can no longer pretend you're normal, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to come out from the flock. It's time to be a person. And join the one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster. Hello there, would you like to join my cult? Let me know if you change your mind. It's a true cult. Guaranteed no murder, suicide at the end. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of Flying Spaghetti Monster, the cult of non-violence. Ladies and gentlemen, because we don't require you to believe in mythology. At any point, if you find anything we've taught you is mythological, you are of course invited to throw it out. But only mythology can cause such violence as we keep seeing every week. In the name of the blood God of Abraham, war and death. Ladies and gentlemen, again today, or yesterday, we are terrorized by the blood God of Abraham, told again in our own country that this religious game is a game of blood and war. A young man radicalized by the blood God of the New Testament walks in to a peaceful service and murders in the name of his God of love, and a 60-year-old woman shoots a child. Ladies and gentlemen, again in our country this violence has happened. Because the blood God of Abraham has been given too much power in this country. His name is on your money. His name is in your motto. His name is in your pledge of allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, let us make this country secular again. We are a Christian nation, and that is why so much hatred befalls us. Because we are involved in a war between heathen gods. We are participants in a pagan blood feud, ladies and gentlemen. The God of Abraham is in control of your armed services. The God of Abraham dictates which wars your funds will be used for. The blood God of Abraham, the Iron Age war God of Isaac and Jacob. The God of hate and war and slavery and misogyny and homophobia. Many of you are lost spiritually. I can see it in your eyes. You're merely consumers, you're merely capitalists, you worship false deities, false idols. You need enlightenment, and I am just the one to give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's walk the mountain, let's climb that mountain, let's talk to the burning bush. Let's make that bush talk back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear the voice of God. Let's make him justify himself. Let's get the answers that he owes us, ladies and gentlemen. The one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster. Join today. The cure for Armageddon. The cure for this religious violence that terrorizes this country, this world. But if you are involved with the God of Abraham, you are involved in a war of blood, a blood feud that stretches back millennia, ladies and gentlemen. Let the blood feuds die. Let the war God of Abraham die. No longer further his hatred or his violence, ladies and gentlemen. Worship only truth, ladies and gentlemen, and communication. Do not worship the ancient blood feuds that have caused so much grief and strife and murder and mayhem on this planet, ladies and gentlemen. Join the one true cult on this earth, the cult of flying spaghetti monster. Please do join today. Cure for religious terrorism.
Jesus Christ, who died on the
Mr.
cross.
P, let me get up.
But my YouTube channel is 35 for life.
All right.
And it's one word, 35 FORLIFE.
To you is Christ. Christ who's able to help you.
All right, so our battery's dead, so we're going to head out here. Unfortunately, they didn't listen to us. They don't want truth. They just want to perpetuate their lies. They don't want to live in reality. They just want to radicalize these poor youth with no defenses. And even though when they're told in the streets by atheists that it's all obviously false, they just don't want to know. So, let's move. Thank you. I appreciate your support. I'm so glad whenever I see you on the mall here. You're one of my favorite fixtures on the mall. And what was your name again? Richard. It's very good to meet you.